Today I would like to present the Apprent project to you and how it supports higher apprenticeships for adult learners, promoting lifelong learning. And my name is isabellgru.eu. I'm a researcher and head of the Center for Research in Educational Technology at Danube University Krems. It is a university for continuing education in Austria. And we have been members in the EUcen network for several years now, and 2 years ago we have started the Apprent project because we really think it's an important issue for lifelong learning and education. And the Apprent project is co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union, and we have several European countries as project partners. And at our website apprent.eucen.eu you can find more information about our project and also our project outcomes. And what we will now do is that I will start out with the context. I will shortly explain the problem that we are facing, and then I will talk about how we can develop a solution and what kind of solution we propose in the Apprent project. And well, let's start. Basically we are facing two different worlds. We have on the one side the world of business and on the other side the world of higher education. And they are somewhat different. So they have different cultures and different languages. They talk different languages. And they don't actually understand each other too well and are not too connected. And well, how can we fight this lack of communication and cooperation between these two worlds? And how can we further disseminate the idea and the concept of higher apprenticeships? So for that we want to go a bit deeper into the problem, and let's check out what these two worlds and these two cultures are about. So the world of business on the one hand is highly adaptive. Their slogan could be fail faster, be innovative, be creative. They have to be very flexible, and they're basically competence centered in the way of being and how they approach these many problems they are facing every day. Higher education on the other side is quite traditional. They are very slow in change, and the structures are very slow, changing very slowly. They are rather content-centered still, and they are big in theory. So these two worlds are how they are, and they have reasons why they are like that, and they have both advantages and disadvantages. But what can we do actually to bring these both worlds together, to make them understand what they could have from each other, how they could work together? And this is the big question here. And in the Apprent project we identified mentors actually as a big help in establishing a communication line between these two worlds. So there are in higher apprenticeships mentors in the company as well as mentors in higher education institutions, and they both actually advise the dual students, the higher apprentices. And we developed actually a training course in the Apprent project. It's a course design, and it helps mentors to better understand what their task is, how they could better do it, and especially also how a dialogue between the mentors in the company and the mentors in the higher education institution can be established. Because they need to exchange about how the student is progressing in the learning outcomes and how the student can get better and how a good learning environment can be established. So there needs to be communication on both sides. And basically we are blending two learning types, learning in practice, so informal learning, and learning in higher education in the sense of formal learning. And these two learning types are actually also quite different. So we need mentors really to be trained for this blending situation. And if everything goes well, and learning environments are created which are beneficial for the learners, they develop very important transversal skills which are also super beneficial to face the problems of tomorrow. For example, communication skills, problem-solving skills, critical analysis, reflection, time management, teamwork, and many more. So they're all very important to fight unemployment and also to face the problems of the future and to face disruptive change. So there are many benefits for the higher education institution, for the company, and also for the student to support higher apprenticeships and to train mentors on both sides. And what we did in our project is to develop this training course, to develop an advocacy pack to raise awareness about the benefits. We developed a model agreement for the contract between the three parties, so the higher education institution, the company, and the apprentice. And we also formulated policy recommendations. So feel free to check our website, check our material and our project outcomes. And I think we have a few minutes left, so I'll be happy to answer your questions.